Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Police retrieve slain businessman shotgun. Police and firefighters yesterday afternoon went to the sports bar operated by murdered businessman Robert Fletcher to retrieve a shotgun registered to him from a vault. Fletcher, according to high-level police sources, held permits for the shotgun as well as the 9mm pistol, which was stolen from him by gunmen who had attacked and shot him dead on Monday just before noon at his Travelers Rest Sports Bar at 74 Old Hope Road in the vicinity of Swallowfield. The police said that securing the weapon was normal procedure when legal firearm holders are deceased. Approximately 13 minutes after Fletcher was murdered, the gunmen traveling in a white Toyota Axio motor car were intercepted by the Constabulary's quick response team, who were aided by the Jamaican closed-circuit TV network. Police report that two of the gunmen were shot dead in an exchange, while the third, who the cops believe was badly injured, escaped and is being hunted. Death stalks Fletcher family. A brother of the businessman who was gunned down at his Old Harbour Road bar on Monday said the history of violence has haunted the family, with Robert Fletcher being the third relative killed at the location. The murder trail led the police to the accused killers on the fringe of the New Kingston business district, with frantic scenes of a firefight as motorists tried desperately to escape a tragic snare. Bruce Fletcher has also revealed that the family business, Travelers Rest Sports Bar, has been the victim of extortionists. In 2011, Bruce lost another relative, Martin Fletcher, at the same location. Bruce's father was also gunned down there in 1989. Fletcher said he was concerned about the psychological state of his mother, who is in her 80s, and was expected not to take another loss lightly. Him is her little baby, that she grow him up in her hand from him small, just like how me grew up with her, Bruce said of the late brother. He said he was shocked at Monday's deadly attack because the bar was being run for little or nothing, in Bruce's words, a pittance. Them probably a target him, through them seem a try. Them a send extortionists down here all the while to torture him when them want money, Fletcher stated. Monday's attack was not the first time gunmen struck at the bar. Bruce recounted that a few years ago, Robert was held at gunpoint and his motorcycle stolen. He just rent the spot and I try a thing. It did kinda hopeless still, but it keep them hopes up. Maybe they thought business might get better, Bruce said. Robert Fletcher was shot about 12:30 p.m. by the assailants, who stole cash and his live firearm. The fleeing attackers were cornered by the police at the busy intersection of Trafalgar, Hope and Waterloo, trapping commuters in the midst of the gun battle. The police said two gunmen were shot dead and a third taken into custody. Two firearms were seized. Sleuths were able to track down the alleged killer through quick cooperation of the cops from the Emergency Communications Center, who tapped the Jamaican CCTV system to deploy a response team. The Independent Commission of Investigations has launched a probe. Bruce said he has last seen Robert on Sunday after he took some groceries home for their sickly mother. He has mixed emotion about the deaths and apprehension of the alleged killers. I am happy to know that they caught them, but I rather if he was alive more than dead, though. I didn't know when he died until I reached the hospital, Bruce said. Carrie Douglas, councillor of the Trafalgar Division, where the shooting occurred, reported that she was aware of talks of extortion but could not verify if those claims were true. Douglas said that she knew Fletcher well. Personally, he did not complain to me. We heard of complaints that he had been made otherwise, but that he may be aware that an attempt like that was going to be made soon, Douglas said. Theorizing the killing of Fletcher was an external job, Douglas said that she had been reliably informed that the hit was not linked to feuds between rival fractures of the Swallowfield community. Westmoreland man charged over fatal machete attack. 68-year-old Lloyd Jolly of Savannah Lamar in Westmoreland has been charged with murder. Jolly was charged on Monday after being interviewed in the presence of his lawyer. His court date is being finalized. The charge stemmed from an incident in his community on Thursday, May 6. The police report that about 12:30 p.m., Jolly and another man got into an argument, during which he allegedly used a machete to chop him on his neck. The man was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Jolly later turned himself in to the police. The deceased was later identified as 35-year-old Jason Somerville from the same parish. Jolly was arrested the same day. St. Catherine farmer gets prison time for gun and ammunition possession. A St. Catherine cattle farmer who pleaded guilty to illegal possession of firearm and ammunition was yesterday sentenced to 3.5 years in prison. Deron Brown, 30-year-old, who is from Riversdale, was sentenced to 3 years and 6 months on each of 2 counts of illegal possession of firearm and 1 year for illegal possession of ammunition. The sentences are to run concurrently. Brown has been in custody since he was arrested by cops at the Riversdale police station on October 9 last year. The police had reported that he was seen walking by the police station with a bag and cops stopped him and conducted a search. A gun was found in the bag. The police say investigators subsequently visited Brown's home and found another weapon, which was defective. He was later charged. The cattle farmer had indicated that the guns were for the sole purpose of protecting his farm from thieves. Documents before the court indicated that Brown became despondent after his animals were repeatedly stolen from his farm. He had made several reports to the police about the theft of his livestock. The theft resulted in great financial loss for him, and he only obtained the weapon to protect his property. The documents further indicated that Brown had no intention of using the weapon for any other purpose. On March 22nd, Brown pleaded guilty in the gun court to 2 counts of illegal possession of firearm and 1 count of illegal possession of ammunition. Attorney at law Courtney Foster, who represented the farmer, led evidence from character witnesses who spoke to Brown's industrious and kind nature. Brown is the father of 3 children and had no previous conviction. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.